Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our first live webinar at Technology webinar series for parents and guardians. My name is Murtaza Azdemir. I am the iLearn Schools Director of Assessment and Technology. iLearn Schools is a charter management organization that provides services to Bergen, Passaic, Patterson, Hudson, and Bronx Arts and Science Charter Schools. These technology webinars are open to all parents and guardians of iLearn Schools. In today's webinar, we will go over two apps, CLEVER and SEESAW. We have started implementing CLEVER this year and it's being used in all grade levels. SEESAW has been used for several years and is being used in grades kindergarten to second grade. And this coming Thursday, we will have Schoology and Freckle webinars as well. If you have not signed up, I recommend you sign up for them as well. Today's webinar will be presented by Ms. Cristina Arena. She is our Bergen Arts and Science Charter Elementary Kindergarten teacher and also School Instructional Technology Coordinator. Yes, Ms. Arena.
Okay. Hello, welcome everybody to the CLEVER and SEESAW overview. I just wanted to give you a little bit about myself before I get started. So I have been teaching at Bergen for 8 years now, teaching kindergarten for 8 years, and I absolutely love it. In 2019, I was Teacher of the Year. I've been a School Instructional Technology Coordinator for 4 years. I'm very heavily into educational technology. I have many ambassadorships, including I'm a SEESAW certified educator and a CLEVER certified educator. And I have been a part of the International Society of Technology Educators for 1 year. So I get very busy into technology. I love, love, love it. So I'm here to share. So the agenda for tonight is I'm going to talk about CLEVER first, which is for K-12. So we'll go over the student view and the features, troubleshooting, and then a Q&A. For the Q&A, I ask that you utilize the chat to ask questions, and then we will answer them. And then afterwards, I will do SEESAW for K-2. So if you don't have a second, if you have someone in a child in 3rd grade and up, you are more than welcome to leave. You don't have to stay for the SEESAW if it does not pertain to your children. So let's get started. So I'm going to, we're not there yet. Okay, so I'm going to go into CLEVER right now. So this is my teacher page, and I want to go into my student page. So each of you should have received a login from your child's teacher, maybe a QR code that looks like this. So there's 2 ways to log in. You can use they can use their CLEVER badge login, or that you can log in with your school Gmail password, the student's school Gmail password. So especially because I teach kinders, we log in with the badge. So inside of here, once you get into CLEVER, you should see all of your child's teachers that are connected to them. So for this student, he has his homeroom teacher, which is me, and those are my puppies. And then the gym teacher, art, and computer. So the specials teachers are all linked inside of here also. So if this child is looking for resources associated with my classroom, if I click here, then you will see all of the direct links to log in. Now, some of the apps will not log you in automatically. This is basically like a bookmark browser for your child. So you can see visually, you have all the big icons right in front of you, so you know which resources that they need. Freckle will log in automatically. Brain Pop is a district one, so that should automatically log you in. However, SEESAW, Raz Kids, Epic, you will have to log in by yourself, so it won't log you in. Another way that I use it, and that, you might want to look out for is if your child's teachers use it this way. There are, I include like PDFs and things that are relevant in our classroom, like our word wall and schedules and login schedules. Now, what do you do if you lose your child's login information? So you can't find it anywhere. I would suggest that you contact the teacher, and the teacher will then send you a reset badge, and you will have 20 minutes. It's like a speed reset you have to do. And within that 20 minutes, you log in, and then you will follow the directions to reset their password. So that is really the overview that I have and the troubleshooting that I have about Clever. Are there any questions pertaining to Clever that we could answer, that Mr. Ozdemir and I can answer for you?
I received a question from a parent saying that if we have Schoology and database, why do we need Clever? Thinking that Clever is a learning management system as well. Clever is not a learning management system, and Clever doesn't provide any content. Clever helps the students to log into all other apps without any username password. So when they log into Clever, then Clever logs them into other apps automatically. As Ms. Arena said, some of them are not automatic, they are half automatic. So you put the username password just once, and then it saves, store username password, and then until the end of the year, the student doesn't need to put username password again. So it's one central location that helps the students to give access to all other apps. Before, especially in elementary schools, it was taking too much time for students to log in because they forget their username password for app A, for app B, for app C. We are using about 30 different apps district-wide, but now they need to memorize only one username password. That's Clever. So it's a single sign-on system. Okay. Other than the student account, there is a family account as well. So as a parent, if you have multiple children in the district, you will be sent an invitation. Actually, I sent the invitation several different times, and about an hour ago, I sent again. When you click on that link, you will be able to see all your children. Even if they forget the username password for Clever, you as the parent can log in for your child and help them to log in. So I will send more information about the family portal again. So this parent is saying that it's expired, so I'll send another link tonight or tomorrow.
Okay. Right. So that would, yes, that would certainly be helpful for parents. Of you see, I'm in the kindergarten mindset, so I know my kindergartners have parents sitting next to them, but if you have older children, you'd want them to kind of troubleshoot on their own. So what is the purpose of Clever besides having the platforms? It's a single sign-on system. So it will easily get your child into the apps that they need. So your child's like homeroom or their teachers should have this page set up with everything they need. So it can be just easily manageable to find the apps that they need. And as I mentioned, I also have, over here, I have a small group schedule. So everything's in one place. Announcements, links, logins, everything I put right in here. So then it doesn't get overloaded like, K-3, we use Class Dojo, but sometimes, you'll have a teacher sending you this schedule, but it will disappear and you can't find it and you're searching for it. So a much easier way is to utilize Clever and have these schedules posted in one spot so you can access.
Mm-hmm. And other than that, when the family portal is enabled, if you have your account, you can directly communicate with the teachers. So you will be able to see all your child teachers, and you will be able to send them a message. So you can communicate in Clever with your child's teachers. That's another advantage.
Right.
Any other question about Clever?
Yes, I have a question.
Yes.
Yes, so in this case, my son is in second grade, so I have gotten access to, or I created an account for the family Clever. But now in
Okay.
this, I'm still waiting for the teacher to give me access to the student account. So in the meantime, he's been able to do everything under the parent account, but does it differ completely from the parent account versus the student account?
Actually, no, they're exactly the same. Let's say for some reason student cannot log into his account, then he or she can use your account. So your account give the same access to your child's account. They are not different. But if you have multiple children, you can, with one account, you can log into all of them. Your child can log into his account only. But when you log in or he logs in, they are the same.
Okay, perfect. So that's exactly what's been happening. I know with his particular scenario, there was a different teacher. There was a lot of stuff going around, a lot of changes due to everything that's going on. So I know it's a new teacher, so I don't know. I guess it was just overwhelming with all the amount of kids in her class. She kept on sending us we didn't, basically, long story short, we didn't have the access for him to log in. So basically that's why I created my parent account. So he doesn't have access to a student account yet. I did get the email, but the passcode that I was provided by the school is not correct. So I don't know if there's a way that that could be reset, or if I could be given down the line the account so then he could go on his own into his Clever account.
Right after this meeting, please send me an email and provide
Okay.
me your child information, the email registration notification email that you received, reply back to that one and give you all the information. I'll fix it. Don't worry. Easy.
Perfect. Thank you.
No problem. Is it true that you can storage websites so that they are available to students? For how can I send message to a teacher on CSO? Okay, we have not started CSO yet. Any question about Clever? Okay.
This is what I call wait time, think time. Give it a few moments, and then I'm going to move on to Seesaw. Okay. Alrighty, so now we are going to Seesaw, which is an app for or website for K-2. We have been using it to post work, and I'm sure many of you who are using it in your school with your children, you're becoming familiar with it, but I wanted to go over some of the things that you may not be aware of, that I actually wasn't even aware of until a couple of weeks ago. And the first thing is checking your work, and this bar over here. Hold on, I'm moving boxes right now. This bar over here. So here's on my student side, I'm all logged in. And so we have the journal tab where it shows all of the work that has been either completed or in progress. Then you have your activities tab. And under the activities tab, you have 4 tabs over here. So you have your to-dos, and clearly Miss Arena is way behind on her work and has 59 assignments. Then you have something called in progress. So this is where either your teacher will tell you to work in draft mode, and you will click on the draft button, which I will show you in a moment, or your teacher has sent you back the assignment and wants you to look it over. So how do you check if your teacher left you a comment? This is how you do it. So you click on here, you'll check the orange bar, you say, why is this coming back? You click on this gray bar, and then you click on, I'll move my screen again. Then if you click on the actual assignment, you'll scroll down and you should see a comment from your teacher. Now this one, hold on. This one does not have a comment, but the comment will be right on the bottom. So what it looks like, so your child is working on their assignment. So here they do their assignment and then they are submitting it to the teacher. Now on my end, I'm going to look at it and I'm moving over to my teacher page over here. And I want to leave a comment. So I'm gonna leave a comment and I'm clicking send back because something, I wanted the student to fix something on it. So what it'll look like on your end. As we wait for it to load. So you will either see it in the journal if it's on the top or in your in progress. So now I have two. Oh, what's this? I thought I finished it. I'm going to click on it. And then I'm going to click on my name. And then bottom is what teacher has sent back. And then I need to fix it. So I press edit. And then I go about doing it again and fixing whatever feedback the teacher told me. So please make sure that you check that if your child's work was sent back, you make sure you check to see if there are any comments. You can also check comments in the inbox over here. The only thing with this is if your child's submitting multiple assignments and the teacher isn't grading right away, it may get lost, which is why I like to use this in progress bar just so I can see just the orange responses. Another thing, please be sure to read all of the directions. So what does that mean? When I open an activity, okay, so I can, let me see which one. Okay, this one. So I can always just click add response. I can read here and click add response and it'll take me to my page. But Miss Arena left more instructions over here. So I need to make sure I view those instructions, always check. So here I have all of this stuff, right? So I have an example and then I have a video. I have a video showing exactly what you need to do. And then I check to make sure there's any other things that I need to see. So always make sure that you are looking at view instructions because your teacher may leave, more detailed instructions as to, and models as to how your child should complete the work or some tips. I love leaving tips for parents just so, it helps out because, it's a lot for a K-2. We're learning, it's a lot, reading is very challenging. So I like to leave tips, video tips on there. Another really fun tip I discovered, where is it? Amazing, life-changing, right here. Use the space bar to take a photo. I don't know if you know this because I just found out last week. When you're taking pictures, if you're using a Chromebook or a computer and your camera's up, you just need to press a space bar. So you don't have to find and click the camera button. Space bar, space bar, space bar. Amazing. That just changed my life completely. And also always try to have your child, independently access Seesaw. It is very intuitive. And I'm telling you from a kindergarten teacher's perspective, I've been using Seesaw for years now in the classroom. They will be able to access it themselves. So, ask your child, okay, so what do we have to do first? And then have them tell you what to do first and then what to do second. And that will save you a lot of time in the long run. And they'll be able to become more independent doing their work and navigating the website if you allow them to start their assignments on their own. Now, I'm going to answer this question. How can I send a message to a teacher on Seesaw? So at Bergen, I don't have parents connected through the family app because we use Class Dojo to communicate. So I don't have a family invite, especially for kindergarten. A lot of parents know what's going on because they'll sit with their children and do work. So if you don't have a Seesaw family app, like if your child's teacher didn't send you an invitation to connect to Seesaw, then you won't be able to message them. I know there's one school that's using Seesaw only for communication. I forget which school that was. I think that those families have connection, but if you're not that school, usually we're using Dojo to send those other messages. If you want to leave a message, you can leave a message in your child's work under the comments. If it's something about the work and you have a question, you can certainly just type in the comments in their work to ask the question also.
Do you mind going over the picture, how to post pictures on Seesaw?
Right. Okay. So now it all depends on what device you're using. If you are using a school Chromebook or computer.
Yes, a school Chromebook. I'm sorry.
Yep, no problem. So here it is. So over here, I'm going to click on Add Response in my journal. Then I'm going to click on the camera button. And then it says all done selfie. So that means that I did my work. Now I'm going to click on the photo, the camera button. And I'm going to take a picture and I'm going to press the space bar now. Wonderful. And then here's my picture. Is that good?
Mm-hmm.
And then I press check. And now it sends to my teacher waiting for approval.
Okay, thank you. What about using the keyboard? Because sometimes it's hard to write with the pencil and I mean the whole thing. How can I use, or my daughter could use the keyboard?
Okay, good question. I love it. So it is definitely, especially because we are using, let me go into my activities, especially when you use a computer. I mean, I know I can't even write regularly on a computer. So you can click Add Response. This T button right here will bring up the text box. So, and then you can type. Also, I mean, do you have an option to take a picture of the work, like write on paper and then take a picture of it and then insert it into the assignment? Because that's also a very good option. So I will generally have my kids, I send home this paper and then they just take a picture. They just hold up the picture of their work, take a nice clear photo, and then pop it right in there so I can see it. And it's always good for your teacher to make it really big so your teacher can see it.
Yes, that's what my daughter does too.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it works very well because we know, they're young. They need to have those physical fine motor skills practiced. So that's always a good tip. Just make sure when you insert it, it's pretty big so that way we can see it. So a clear photo, not blurry, and big and well lit.
Excuse me?
Yes.
Question. Speaking about the picture, so I do also make my son write it on his notebook and then would take a picture.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for the tip of the space bar though. Or try to work with that. But, when he's writing, then it comes as a mirror. So the words looks as a backwards. So does any way fix that?
What are you using?
The Chromebook. I'm sorry, I should say that the Chromebook.
The school Chromebook?
Yes.
Mr. Osmir, do you know anything about how to fix the mirror settings on the school Chromebook?
Okay,
camera?
I can check, but for now, if there is an emergency, online there are lots of free websites that you do the mirroring, and then when you send it, it will be correctly sent it. So
Wow.
there is an image, and you mirror it first, so it's not in the standard mode, in mirror mode, and then you send it to the teacher, it's mirror it again, and it becomes normal. So that's like
So-
an emergency tip for now, but that's not a regular way. I will check with the IT department to see if it's automatically done in like the school Chromebooks.
Yes, I actually haven't, yeah, I'm not sure why that's happening to you because I haven't really heard about that. Maybe it's, if you check your camera settings in Seesaw.
I stopped doing it with the Chromebook, so I've been using my phone to take the pictures like that.
Ah, yes.
So is it happening to all apps, all or CISO only? Is it happening like in any apps he's using?
I've been doing like the way that you guys are showing. I go to Clever and then I open CISO, I do the homework, and then I try to take the picture from the Chromebook. And I tried 2 times to do like that, to take a picture like that with the, like I said, with the letters. And I didn't really pay attention more than like when it's only drawings, but I saw in the, when he wrote it, and that's what I was like, okay, if it's not gonna come out. So I was trying to use, the phone.
Okay, please send us an, sorry.
See how does it go again?
Mm-hmm.
Please send us an email about your child's name information and we will contact you directly. Maybe it's related with that specific Chromebook only. We'll try everything to fix it. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I think all of the Chromebooks do the same thing because something related happened to my daughter when she was trying to take a picture of her writing and the words became the opposite direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then
That's
it might
good to
be a
know.
general issue. Yeah, we will definitely check into the details.
One more question.
I have a question.
I'm sorry.
I have a question regarding the activities. Like you notice on your thing with the activities, and it has like 58 or 60 activities. And when I'm going in, I try to see what she needs to have done, and I'm trying to complete the activities from that day without having to go back and look at the slides. But is there any way to delete some of the activities that she's already done? Because she does hybrid, so she's doing class activities in class, but then she's doing activities when she has the online learning, and the activities just keep adding up and it doesn't seem to be going away. Is there any way to like delete the activities and then only deal with the activities that are current?
Yes. So I would, so you mean the activities are showing up, say she's Monday, she's in school, and it's saying that she has a Monday activity that's not done yet?
Yeah, well, yeah, similar. And I know it may be for the kids that are online that day, but it's still showing up as, activities.
What school are you in?
Oh, I'm in where she's in the Clifton campus.
Clifton? Okay.
Yeah, she might be. I think that's where you are as well, correct?
No,
she's
I'm
in Bergen.
Bergen.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Bergen.
she's in the Clifton campus, KA.
Okay. So I would, for right now, I would just click add response and submit it blank. That way it will go away. However, it should be kind of grouped. If they're not doing the activity in class, it should be grouped. There's a way to check off the students. So I'll send an email to elementary teachers to make sure that if the assignments are not if they're not going to use those assignments and Seesaw in class, that they uncheck the students who are in the classroom so they don't see the assignments and so they don't pile up like this.
Yeah, because that's exactly what they're doing. Thank you.
Yes. Yep. So submit it blank for now.
Thank you.
It goes away. You're welcome. Yeah, and you could do that too. So Judith said you can put a comment too in person. If you wanted to add a comment, that is an extra step. But yes, thank you, Ms. Goodstein. Ms. Goodstein found a website that might be helpful for the mirror issue. Okay, so yeah, I will email, yeah, I'll email all elementary teachers at all schools just to be aware of that and send them some tips on how to organize it. It's new for most of us, so we're all learning as we go. Work from multiple classes, excellent, yes. So how do you find if your child is in multiple classes? You will click right here. So here's me. I'm the student. Miss Arena is the student. I'm going to click here. You should see a drop-down menu of your classes. So Miss Arena is only in KD. However, if I have art or music, they should be here, all listed in this menu right over here. So I click here, and then I go through and I will see the activities assigned from the other teachers. So yes, always make sure that you check both, all the activities here. And I can actually show you what it looks like on a student side who's enrolled in more than one class. Yeah. Let me see.
You mean in the journal section?
Yes, in the journal section. Let me just pull up a student. Okay, this is gonna get, hold on. Just bring my camera up here. Scan my other computer. Let's go, computer. Excuse me. Is it going? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So you will see, so this child's classes. So like here you see the notifications for each class. KD is my homeroom, but then I have art. So I'm going to click on art. And then I'm going to see the activities posted for art. And then I click on phys ed and I see my phys ed assignments posted. So yes, you can go, make sure you click on your child's name and then look through all the assignments. If you do not see all of your child's classes are missing, please send an email to your teacher who will also notify me. That means it was a login issue and I have to go in manually and fix your account.
Probably, yes. It happens in my daughter's class because I don't see it that way.
Right.
And so she has art and she has gym, but I don't see it that way. The way you have it, set it up, I don't see it on hers. And I'm in front of her Chromebook, watching all the things that you're doing. and I'm trying to do them too. But I don't see that section that you said.
Right here on her, you click on her name and then you don't see all the classes, you just see her one class.
Yeah, only one.
Okay, so yes, that's definitely, so email your child's teacher. I will let also the instruction, actually, yeah, email your child's teacher and then they'll forward it to me so I can fix it.
Okay, thank you.
Actually, you know what? Sorry, this is like the first time I'm doing it. Just send me an email directly. It's just easier that way. Now that I think about it, I'm going to send my email in the chat right now. So if you are having an issue with seeing your child's classes, you can directly send me an email and I will go in and resolve the issue for you. Any other questions about Seesaw? We're outside. Email issues, we're outside emails from parents go to, none of my emails parent emails have ever gone to my junk mail. I hope so. So it shouldn't be an issue for me. I don't.
Hi. I see that the teacher has updated the comments. I mean, says that the assignment is updated, but I do not see any comments, or I do not see what teacher has updated. So I'm worried if I'm missing something, if she has given some comments, or if she has, like, I'm not sure. It always says updated 3 hours ago, updated 2 hours ago. So does that mean teacher, like, I don't see any comments in the work, but I see it's updated.
You see that it was approved?
No, it just says updated 3 hours ago or 2 hours ago, like that. But it doesn't say exactly what was done on that work.
Right. So maybe the teacher didn't leave any comments, because you should see the comments, and I will pull up another student account. I'm going to do this awkward thing again. Okay. So the comments are generally posted after I approve something. So it can be, so you can see here, I wrote on Hazel's work, the comment is right underneath her work in the journal, right here. So sometimes I will leave a comment. Other times there'll be no comments, because I don't comment on everything. And also, so like this one I didn't comment on, and then sometimes I will leave a voice comment also. So you see here, then you see a play button from your teacher, and that's a voice comment. It should always be under your child's work. In the inbox, you will see also that those are my messages. Over here that I posted work. I mean, that I sent, that I wrote a comment or added a voice comment.
So there,
if you,
sorry, there it says has sent back your work for review, right?
Yes.
So when you click on it, do you see the comment for that? Like how?
You will see. Yep, you will see the comment here. So this one, actually, I'm not really sending it back. We're working in draft mode, so they are posting every day. So instead of me checking it every day, they just click this button until the last day.
Yeah, that was the same thing I got today. So okay. So, but comments will be seen, right? Like whenever you click on the work, you should be able to see the comments if teacher wants to communicate something.
Yes, yes. The comments should be seen either from the inbox where you get a notification, or directly in their journal after something's been approved.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
So the 2 places to find them.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I see. Any other questions?
So I still have a question about the message. So there is no way on the platform to send a private message to the teacher. I mean, let's say on the assignments, there is assignment that is, let's say she sent the wrong assignment, and I want to send a comment or a message right away in there. There is no way to do it.
They're not directly to message the teacher from your child's account. So this is a children's account. So children and teachers cannot message one-to-one. However, if you did, so you're saying you sent something back by accident, right?
No, let's say she sent the wrong assignment, or let's say one of the any question or sentences, she wrote it twice or 3 times, and I would like to let her know right away so she can see my comment or my or the text or whatever, the message right away. How can I do that on CESAW?
So if you want, you can, so here, say this is the assignment, and you want to you can just add a comment to the teacher, and when you post it, when you see pending approval. So now I'll see like her assignment and then the comment underneath it. So you'll see both right away. I will see them right away. So you can say, hi, Miss Arena, you know, so-and-so did this and that, just letting you know right underneath the assignment. Does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. All right. Yep. There's always workarounds. One other important thing that I'm going to say is update, update, update. If you're working, especially if you're working on an iPad, if you're using Seesaw on iPad or any other tablet device, make sure it's always updated to the latest. The latest Seesaw updates, actually now, if the app crashes, if you're working on an iPad, if it crashes, it will save your work for you, which is awesome. But you need to make sure that it's updated to see that. And you'll also be able to see teachers may pin something to the top to make it on the top always, like a schedule or a recurring assignment. So you need to have your apps updated. If you're on a web browser like the Chromebook or any type of laptop, it should be already automatically updated. For the best experience, actually, for both Seesaw, for Seesaw and Clever, I would highly suggest using the Chrome browser, which is what all the school Chromebooks have. It just works the best with all of the resources. So your Chrome should be up to date, which means that your Seesaw will be up to date. And all the features will work. But in an app mode, you need to make sure that you update it on your own to the latest.
I have a question now. In this case, for my son, he has a tablet given by the school from last year when they went remote. He has an iPad. Now, usually with the iPads, they require the Apple ID. We don't have access to that. So,
so that is something you could email your IT so they can update the iPads for you and work through that, because they should be updated. So that way you can, are you having any problems viewing any of the things that I showed you?
No, the Seesaw is fine because actually we mainly use the Seesaw on that tablet so he could like upload his accounts. Like, so he takes his pictures, and since I have the parent, I have it on my phone, I kind of double check him that way. Now, the only thing is, I don't know in this case, I just thought about it right now. I know the Clever sometimes on that iPad gives him an issue. Like when we try to go directly through the app, it's downloaded. When you go to either add the badge or to sign in, when you take the picture, instead of opening it up, it takes you like to a web browser. It won't open up in the app. So I don't know if that's an update related issue. So lately what he's just been doing is just using the web browser. He doesn't even attempt to use the app for it.
Oh, so yes, actually Clever and tablets are not very compatible. It's not an update issue. It's just that Clever is mainly a web browser. It works best on a web browser. So it's just the way that it like circulates the logins. So if you're using an iPad, I would, you can manually log into the app like Seesaw. You're probably already logged into that permanently, but like Freckle or anything else you're using, if you want to use the app, you'll have to log in and get the login credentials for that. Unfortunately, Clever doesn't sync it up to apps. Like it can't open apps. So that's the issue. It's a drawback for using a tablet that they haven't figured out yet. But I mean, it is good for the resources if your child's teacher has resources posted there, like PDFs and schedules and things.
Okay, perfect. Good to have that in mind. Thank you.
Yes. Okay, any other questions? Okay. Well, yes. Yes.
I was on the I was a little late when I entered the chat, and I believe it was saying with Clever, all you do is like a link all the accounts. So I've been working that like that, but some of them, some of the other apps are not working. Like can you save all the passwords automatically in there? I didn't get that clear. I'm sorry in that.
Your browser can, but for example, some will require manual login. So like for Raz, which is why I have the password, the usernames and passwords written. So for something like Raz Kids, it will never save. You need to always go in and find your child and type in their password. So it won't ever save. But something like Freckle will log you in right away when you see this Clever thing. So if you see the Clever pop up, it means that it should be an automatic login. If Clever does not pop up, then
yeah, because
you need to have a manual login.
I have problems with Savas and Epic Book.
Epic, you have to, so this is, I put the code down here. So you need the code for it. That's
do have the code, but I had to literally I'm open a new window and that's when I do it, because even when I go like that, it still kicks me out. So I have to open a new window outside Clever to do it.
Oh, that's interesting. That's
Yeah.
good to know, to look into. It could be a link issue also.
And I'm also with Chromebook, so I don't know what to do. And like I get to that part like that, and then when I close, it shows like it's I enter the code and everything,
Yeah.
but like as it was incorrect.
Oh, that's interesting.
So that's opening a new window apart. Clever.
Okay, that's and what school are you?
The Bronx.
Bronx. Okay.
Yeah.
I put my email in the chat section. Please send me your child information. I will check into it. Recently, we had some issues with Savas, and now they are fixed. But if there is any specific issue with your child's account, I will fix it. Don't worry.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
I put my email in the chat section. Yes. Please email me your child's information. I will help.
I will. And also, I see that you have like all those different other links. Are these all of these are added by the teachers, or can we as a parent add some of that as well in there?
So only the teachers can add the links. We do have access, like Raz Kids, Freckle, Brain Pop. It does have access for K to 2. It just, it depends on how the teachers want to roll it out. I know I didn't roll it out all at once. I took my time before I introduced all of these and put them on here. But only teachers can add the links, right, Mr. Azamir?
If I add at the district level, it will be visible to all the schools.
Yeah.
If the schools put their own links, it will be visible to that school only. As a parent, if you feel that there is a website or a resource that is good to be visible to all the students, please send it to us or your child's teacher, and we'll be happy to put on it after we review it.
Yes. Oh, exactly. I totally forgot about that. So here's the teacher page, and then you scroll down because this is a student account right here. Here's more apps, and some of them will log you in if they're district apps.
Yes, I believe. Hi, the Seesaw. Actually, I'm having the same issue when I put it in Portal. The Seesaw asking me the same login issues. But if I do it with my phone, it easily logs me in. But with my Chrome, I have a tablet. I use it. It gives me the same issue that try to ask me for the website and like an email address and the password. But rest of them, Epic and others are working fine.
So if you try to go through Clever?
Yes, I'm logged in a Clever device. I mean, Clever Portal.
Right.
And you're on your teacher logo. When I click in, it shows me all the apps. When I put in Seesaw, it goes to the asking me email and all the stuff I need to put.
Yes, because I think because it's just not compatible. So I would just log in with Seesaw.
I see.
Yeah, it should keep him logged in the whole time once you log in once.
I see. Okay.
So
And,
download the app and use the app.
I see. And the RAS kids, the password which you have posted and the email is not working, I believe, for some reason, or because it's working on my phone, which I completed his assignment, but
Right.
on the tablet it's not working.
So again, I would download Raz Kids, and CLEVER Arena 4 is you have to search for the teacher.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt.
Yes.
But like you said, sometimes the platforms are not compatible to the to laptops or iPads, because I had the same problem. I was trying to get the CESAW app on my iPad and I couldn't do it. So as soon as my daughter got the Chromebook from school, it was quick. I was
Yeah.
able to do it right away.
Yeah.
So I think that compatibility has an issue with all these, technology devices, because for some reason or another, they don't have, they have different, how can I say, updates. And I think that's the issue. That's why some of us as parents cannot have access to certain platforms, and we have a hard time, especially when, logging in with our emails and stuff like that. Because I had the same problem, but I asked for a Chromebook from my daughter, and the issue was solved. So I don't know if some of those parents will do the same as me, what I did, but it will be helpful for them.
Right.
Thank you so much. Yes. I
Right.
think so.
Yes, we do have technology available. And I would always like if CLEVER, the thing is your device needs to be updated to the latest model. So one of the things is, like, for example, the iPads, I had iPads donated to me by Donors Choose. They're on their way out because they can only complete like the latest, like from the last time it sent a new update. So pretty soon I won't be able to update Seesaw to see all the new features. It's just, how they get you to buy newer and newer devices. So yeah, if you have an iPad or maybe like a 3 or 4-year-old tablet and it can't update its like software anymore, then you might face issues too. So definitely, if you need a school computer, reach out to your IT, and you can definitely use that. Although if you have a newer iPad, I would still suggest kind of using both, just for maybe the writing and the moving aspect. If you're moving pieces, like responses and drag and drop, a touch would be good for that. So you can definitely like switch whatever works at the time.
I have a question. Is it true that we can connect or attach a mouse to a Chromebook?
Mr. Ozdemir?
Yes. Yes, sure. It's like a regular laptop. However you connect a mouse to a regular laptop, it's the same. Yes.
So it doesn't matter the type of, how can I say, model or the company,
it
let's
doesn't
say
matter.
Apple,
No.
Dell, HP, no?
All of them are compatible.
Okay.
Yeah.
So either can be wireless or with the wire connect on the back of the Chromebook, so it will take it.
Yes, it doesn't matter. If it's wired, it will work automatically. For the wireless, you need to download the software from their website for the wireless.
Okay.
But for the wired, it will work automatically.
Oh, okay. That would be a good idea. And let me ask you something. So if I ever want to print something from the Chromebook that belongs to the school, can I also program it to my printer?
Yes, you need to install your printer first. So some of them, it will automatically install by itself. But if the printer is a new model and your operation system doesn't automatically recognize it, you might need to download the software from the printer driver from the company, from that printer company. and then you can install it, it should work. But the Chromebook operation system is updating itself automatically. You don't need to install anything. But Windows or Apple, Mac OS, then you need to download it, update yourself. Chromebook, it's automatically downloaded, it's automatically updated by itself.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
That's good to know. I didn't believe the person who told me, so that's why I'm asking you.
In those cases, Ms. Arena, can I share my screen?
Yes, go ahead.
In those cases, when you go to our school, iLearn School's website, and then on the right side here, you will see a new. Okay, you see iSport page. When you scroll down, you can get sport via phone or chat, or you can set up a live Zoom session. So if you have a specific issue with your email, with your Clever, with your Chromebook, you can call us. We have a dedicated staff member at central office who can help. If she cannot help you personally, then she will route the issue to the school's IT. Either you can call, or you can have a chat session or a live Zoom session. So we started this program about 2 weeks ago. And there is a frequently asked tech questions as well. Let's say you have an issue with school database, and you click here and it's not here, then there is another link that says ask question. I don't see it here. Or you can send the question directly to me, the email that I put in the chat section. Azdemir@iLearn Schools, then we will respond it as soon as possible. If the question is not here, you add the question and then we respond it, it sends you an email. Or we will have a live Zoom session. On the Zoom, you will show us the problem. If there is any hardware issue, we might ask you to bring the laptop to the school. If it's something that we can fix on the Zoom or on the phone or on the chat, then we will help you remotely. So we have all these options.
Yes, thank you so much.
No problem. You can take it back, the screen, Sarina. You are muted.
Of course, this always happens to me. I always forget. Any other questions? No.
I have one more question.
Yes.
Regarding the Chromebook again. I tried to connect with my printer at home, but it's not allowing me. It's blocked. Should I just bring it that to the school itself for the IT to open that option for me?
So when you try to install the printer, it says it's blocked by the school like IT. So it's not installing it?
No, it's not installing.
And it says it's blocked?
It's like usually when you wanna click on something to go through, it will highlight, right?
Okay.
It doesn't even give me the option to. I click on it and it's like just like a shadow. And I went through the options, to see what can I do. I'm not an expert on the computer, so I tried my best to do it. But when I try to do the installation, the option itself is not going through.
Okay, the restrictions are put per each school, and they are not the same. So one school might have allowed, one school might have put restrictions on it. So we need to look at it per each case. Please send me an email. We will help you either like from the central office, or we will route to the school IT. Just please send me an email about
Mr.
that
Ozdemir,
specific issue. Yes.
That's from the Bronx campus, and those Chromebooks you can't install the computer. So that's Mr. Akin. We would have to contact him.
Okay. Okay, we will talk to Mr. Akin. Yes, for Bergen Middle, for example, the Chromebooks were restricted not to cast to the TV. So my daughter couldn't cast to the TV, and we contacted the school and they open it. Now we can. So sometimes because of some specific reasons, we are putting some like restrictions, but whenever needed, we can have a workaround.
All right. Well, I think our time is up. Thank you everybody for joining. So you have my email. It's right here if you want to jot it down really quick. If you have any issues with your child's Seesaw classes not being linked, if you have any questions for Mr. Ozdemir regarding Chromebooks or the Clever setup and family access for Clever, you may email him. And he's had that in the chat, so make sure you jot it down. And thank you everybody for joining us. It was a pleasure. You know, I was a little bit nervous, but you made my very first webinar very amazing. So thank you everyone. And I hope this was very helpful. Okay.
Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a good night.
You too. Bye.